So you see, when Akufo-Addo was in power, you saw his family members. They take picture and you see them in designer wears. Hey, holding bag. You see, expensive things is what they were wearing. Just like the Konami boys. Hey, Konami, the Game Boys. So Ghana was used, Ghana was like a Mugu that they've gotten online. You see, and then they are just milking from this country. Just traveling, right, left, center. You see, and you see, in that same situation, then you see Duncan Williams, this religious leader, Duncan Williams, praying for the finance minister, praying for Akufo-Addo. You see, praying for ideas to the finance minister. You see, all the praying he was praying was the problem of these leaders. And so who is this leader? He has clearly shown that he himself, Duncan Williams, doesn't know what he's about. Breakthrough and ideas for the finance minister, and you see all these things. You see, he knows that he doesn't have ideas, and so he thinks prayer can solve this. He doesn't know that this is leadership problem. He doesn't know, so he is using prayer, because when he wanted to build a cathedral, you see, the dam that he did. They were, he went to see them. He called these persons. You see, so they truly want these things to happen. And Otabel, they call all these religious leaders. And when the thing was, some way, then everybody was moving out. Why didn't you see that he was stupid in the beginning? Why didn't you see? You involve yourself in the beginning, and then when things became, then everybody, Ghanaians should be seeing things this way. Ghanaians should be seeing things this way. This was not even something to even start with. It was not. But when he brought these ideas, because you guys also want money, you see, money. Because this man will not just call you guys, and not put anything in the envelope. So it was an opportunity for them. Hey, you are invited by the president. You are coming to build cathedral for us. In that state where things were difficult, Ghanaians were shouting. Religion. You see, religion. Because these persons, you see, they play. Everything shows that, you see. Well, that is why I'm telling you, as an African, if you don't know who you are, you will do things as slave, and you wouldn't know, and you will not know. See, there are so many things that the universe is showing Ghanaians, Africans, that you are God. Be you. Know the energy within. But you say no. You say no. Just look at. I want to show you something. Why you have to know who you are. Look at the Beyonce feature, the Beyonce feature in Ghana. When he was featuring people in Africa. When he came to Ghana, they feature who? Shatta Wale. And who was there? who was the manager of Shatawale. Back then, who was the manager of Shatawale? Bull God. Right. Now, when the Bob Marley feature, as they were featuring people, when it came to Ghana, it was who? Sarkodie. Who is the manager of Sarkodie? Angel. Now, let me put an icing on the cake. When it came to the dancers, persons who dance for the Shatawale, the Beyonce feature in Ghana, who did they choose? Dance God, Lord. You see, GGA. You see, God, and then angel. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Dance God, Bull God, an angel. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You have to know who you are. Go over religion to find you. Because the energy that is making you hear what I say is God. It's what your pastors, your religious leaders don't know. And so when the universe is showing you signs, you cannot even see it. You think you have to go to a room, you see, and go and do boom, 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 and go and kneel down and do these things before you know God. You don't know. You don't know that the energy that is making you hear what I say is God. And so the universe will keep showing you signs, and you will not know. It will be showing you things, and you will not know. Be yourself. That is how you can understand this universe. Be yourself. That is why. That is how you can understand this continent and the things in you. Nipa, you see, a lot of things are in you. You have to know the energy within so you can understand this universe. The universe is always giving you signs. Africans, Ghanaians, Nigerians. The universe is always giving you signs. It takes a knowing of self, the energy within. You see, in order to understand and know it. You don't know. That is what these religious leaders don't know. And that is why they have to put things so you can be a protector of the religion and not of self. And they also don't know. It's something they are yet to know. This is what they know. And so that is what you also have to know. Until you, the individual, you who is watching me, take it upon yourself that I want to know. It's a knowing. It's not a book somewhere that you have to read to say that, oh, okay, then I know this, so I know. No, until you know self, the energy within, that is God. It takes you to be there. If you are not there, it is not functioning. That is why they have to put things in there, you see, to make you a slave to the teaching. That is why if you want to ask questions, to go beyond, You say, oh no, the savior. Who is the savior? It's information. Is this. The information. You see, the savior is this. It's information to make you see from a higher perspective the situation in which you are in. You don't know. You don't know. That is why you keep doing the same thing all over again. The things you did today is the same thing you will do next week, throughout the months, throughout the year, next year again. How does doing things this way make you know who you are? The problems that people were talking about is what he was using as prayer, for God, to help them. You are just throwing the people's minds away, because the people said things were difficult. And you are praying for ideas for them publicly. Yes, truly, that is the problem. They don't know who they are. They are not leaders. You are praying for babies. You are praying for babies who has mouth. You are praying for persons who just know how to talk. Just know how to talk. And have nothing with them. Nothing within them. Have nothing within them to show. And persons who are into these teachings will also know that, it truly is God. Take your hands off him, Satan. Take your hand. You are the Satan. Take your hands off him, Satan. Which Satan? The person you are praying for is the Satan. Because anyone who doesn't want you to progress is Satan. That's the Satan. Is that not what the family members go to church to pray against? Being Satan, witchcraft. This is witchcraft. This is wizard, a wizard, witchcraft. He doesn't want the people to progress. He said there's money in this country. That is what he said. And then now, he's in power. He's sitting on money. He's sitting on the money. And then you are praying for him. You are praying for ideas. He never had ideas. So when people were shouting, it's when you should be praying for him for ideas. Who are you? You see, when Africans begin to know who they are, these things are comedy. A comedy. You don't do these things. You see, the system that is making sure Africans don't rise, don't know who they are. Is that how they do their things? When they see these things, they are happy. They know Africans will never be awakened. You see, exactly. That is how when they go to the church, sorry, they go to sleep. They are not awakened. Sorry, go to sleep. Nothing is awakened in the African, in the Ghanaian. That is what the Asori leader is doing. It's proving to the whole continent, the whole Ghana, that truly he's awakened. Because the problem is what he's saying, praying to God to come and what? When the waters were destroyed, they couldn't even come together and say no. When the water bodies and then the lands were destroyed, the water bodies were destroyed, full of chemicals due to galamsey. We didn't see these religious leaders come together and fight and say no, 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 no. As a president, you don't have to do this. They didn't do these things. They didn't do these things. They went there to go and pray again to God. You see, you people, that is why I'm telling you, if you are an African, that is why I'm telling you that you have to know who you are, else you will be fooled. You'll be seeing these things and you will think that is how it's supposed to be. You see, playing with your minds. Because these persons, this is what they also know. So if you don't know who you are, you will think this is the way. You see, the way, the truth, and the light. Look at what is happening. Look at it. They go there and go and pray. Instead of standing there, you see, and send a message, they are afraid because it is one with the system. If you are a leader, you see, and you are in this thing, you are yet to know. You are yet to know who you are. Because same as they did, you see, when the government also comes, that's worse things. Like Akufo-Addo, you see this person is also there, praying, you see, and doing the same shows. You have to know who you are as a leader. You see, religion is not the best place to be. If you want to know who you are as a leader, if you want to know who you are as a leader, religion is never the best place. The God is you. You don't know. You don't know. The pastor, the religious leader, the reverend, the bishop, he doesn't know. They are yet to know. See, because if you know who you are as a leader, you see, you don't even let certain people come close to you. There are situations whereby, you see, a government, you see, want to take certain decision, and before this decision even comes to parliament, it's already in the news already. People are even talking about it already. And when people are talking about it, when you see these persons talking about it, they say an insider. You see, an insider. Who is that insider? It clearly shows that African leaders don't know who they are. So before it comes to parliament, it's already, circulating. This is what they are coming to do. This is what they are coming to do. So imagine, a leader want to take certain decision. You see, they will call a religious leader. You see, tell them, I want to do this thing for the country. So really, then we are going to put these things in prayer. We're going to do some fasting. So you see, and so these persons also has their persons, and they begin to spread these things. You don't know. Because these persons, they are auto. They also have links everywhere. You see, they have the president under them. You see, they are the president. You see, they and the president are one. You see, so when they want to take any decision for the country, for this continent, they have to tell them. You see, they will tell them, my papa, my daddy. You see, and then they will tell them. Okay, we have to do some praying. You see, we have to do some praying in you see. So you see things, certain decisions before you see, then it's across. And then it still will not come to the awareness of these leaders that who is the one, spreading these things. Akufo-Addo's time, we see that always there. It's things, these are things that are happening. And so you are not even safe. As a president, you are not even safe. because you cannot even know the right persons to keep. You are looking at religion, but that is not you. You are bigger than religion. So my papa, you see, then ideas, you say, okay, we put that in prayer. Before you see, then these ideas, these things will be turned in a way, will be flipped in a way, will be circulating in the country. You see, oh, this is what they want to do. They want to do this. Hey, everybody, you see, even if it's a good idea, it turn out to be a bad one. You flip it in a way. You see? Yes. I should tell you. And so before the cathedral, that people were saying that we don't want. Even religious people will say, no, this one there, no. It's a no. Because even the country, things are even difficult. These leaders couldn't say no. Because before he dug that dam, that pit, that hole, they knew. They couldn't say no. They couldn't say no. They couldn't say no. They said yes. And it took the citizen to say no. And then he said, give me mobile money. Give me bank account number. I have forgotten. I don't have money. They sent them the money took that money away. So it should tell you what you are in if you are a leader. You see, having these persons around you. It should tell you, just like the same way decisions were made, foolish decisions were made by this former president that they all agreed to. And when things became, hey, and their name were mentioned, then they started taking themselves out. Hey, now you see, they didn't know. Just like every day, they don't know. They don't know. It takes a knowing. It takes a knowing. It's not belonging. That is how you can understand the system. That is how you can break the system. It's also a belief. It's a belief system. You see, they have members. They know. You see, they know that most of the members cannot think for themselves. And so if you're a leader and you are looking up to these things, just like how you see some people speak against religion, but when they want power, then now, you see, they are acting as if they are not even the one that spoke against religion. You see, certain religious leaders. And that is how you make these persons powerful. You make the citizens weak. Citizens who don't want to know who they are, more weaker. African leaders want power. All they want is power. They don't know whether the power is knowing self before they can get the power that they want. They don't know. And so I have to belong to this religion so I can get their members to vote for me. No, the country, they know. They know. The citizens, they know. Because just look at it. You see, in Ghana here, just look at it. The president, the sitting president, John Mahama, you see, he was on, and the people said, no, we want Akufo-Addo. And then when he came and showed the citizens pepper, then he brought him back again. They say, no. We thought You are the savior. No, please come again. It is not any religion that saved it. It is not any religion. Because you hear people say, hey, me MPP ni pa. People, citizens, you see, me MPP ni pa. You see, me MPP ni. This person thinks he's the party. Something citizens are yet to know, Africans are yet to know. Me MPP ni pa, but the Akufo-Addo aye no. Hey, but what Akufo-Addo has done, hey, no. We want him out. We don't want his vice to take over, because it will be like, it will be worse. It will be worse. That is what you hear people say. You see, now they know that no, at least this sitting president can ease things up for them. It's not any religion. It's not belonging to any religion that did the magic. No. It's not belonging to any religion. That is what the system, the system can make you believe. Because the same system that you think you have to belong in order to win, or the system that has helped you to win, is the same system that we're praying for. The devil that is making sure Ghanaians are not free. That is how it is. It takes a knowing to go beyond that. They are all one, automatic. The moment things are difficult, there's a sitting president who is making sure that the people don't think. The people don't think. This is it. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to do, and this is what I will do. The system will support. The religion will support. You will see them. When they call them, they will go. They cannot speak against it. The religion will not speak against it. And so if you really, have to go beyond. Go beyond. Africans want to belong. And even where they want to belong, Africans want to belong. The belonging is not making Africans see things from a higher perspective. That is why if you're a leader in Africa, you have to be wise. When you know who you are, you will know the persons you want around you. You know the persons to keep around you. Some leaders are keeping, people who mouths are trumpets. They are just there. Any ideas? Oh yes, Mr. President. Yes, this. Sometimes they even have conversations. These leaders have conversations while some persons that they are not supposed to even be around. Some persons who are not supposed to be around are there. Then these persons will take these things and also send information somewhere. Send it somewhere. Oh, the president, if you want to do this, it's coming to do this. Yes. Wow. Okay. Then this person also sends to this, and this person also spread it. And it goes. Then opposition also take it. They call it opposition. They also take it. Hey, he's coming to do this. Everybody. Then citizens who also don't know who they are also take it, even if these things are good. He's coming to do this. Then don't use that for their campaign. See, because they themselves, there's nothing. They just want something to stand on, to make the citizens believe in that they are the right persons to be voted for. And then when they come, and you talk, they don't listen again. Because now you have given all the power to them. And so this is what they will do. That is what they do. Yes. Then you will see. Now they want power. They want power. And so when it's time for election, you see them. You see them in these churches. So one particular church, you will see one particular religion or church, you will see three parties, in that church. This party A will go to that church, party B will go to that church, party C will go to that church. You see? And then they'll do some offering, tell the people, you see, campaign, they go to even the church, and these churches that they go to gradually becomes powerful. These leaders become powerful. We have the incoming president, in our church, seeking you to vote for them. Look at this. You see, even in the churches. This is where people go to be awakened. This is where you saw. So leaders, you see, that is what I'm telling you, that you have to know who you are. A leader who is coming to, make sure you are not free. Will come to your leaders, your papa's church, and then your papa will tell you reasons why you have to vote for these persons. Because your papa himself that cannot see beyond, and so cannot see this leader as this person's is the right person for you to even vote. Because the moment this leader allowed this leader, who is coming to progress the country in the church, to come and hold the mic and speak, that is campaigning. And so this is where you have to start thinking, you see, because they themselves, they cannot see raw leaders, because there's something that they are yet to know. And so go back anywhere, any church that Akufo-Addo he went to, begin to understand. Any church that Akufo-Addo, before he became president, he entered to do campaign, hold mic and say, you see, when things were difficult, you saw him in the church. Oh yeah, me cry to him, say oh yeah, and then you see people, Ado show boy, Ado day, you see, you be dancing, oh yeah, pa, oh yeah, because you people are deep into these things. And so as he's squandering the money, sitting on the money, then he will be showing you how to be religious. Yes, because you cannot go beyond, so you cannot see from a higher perspective. So he understand it. You see, he will be chopping the money and then be showing you how to be religious. That is why he wanted to build the cathedral. Go back. Any church, any setting that he entered, now begin to see these leaders as they are them. That is why I'm telling you that religion, you see, nobody should tell you that it is one with the system. Just like how this religious members see their papa. When such leaders comes in, that is how sometimes they will see these leaders. Because even if my papa, and through my papa, this incoming president, has come to our church, then our church is the best. That is how some members also think. That is how they will make you think. And that is how citizens will begin to believe that, okay, these leaders are right. Oh, he has come to our church. Oh, this, you see, that is why you see, even leaders who speak against religion, you see, when they want power now, you see, who do expose, Kennedy Japan, you see, expose. Now they begin to go to the church to speak. Yes, so yeah, I came to visit, and you see, power campaigning. You see, they want power. Now they will not do expose again. They will not expose the church, the bad things that leaders do in the church again, because they want favor. You see, favor from citizens who are so religious. They know. It takes a knowing. It takes a knowing, because if you know who you are, you don't need a religious. If you know who you are as a leader, you don't need religion. You don't need religious leaders to campaign for you. You don't need them, because citizens who know who they are, citizens who know. They know. You don't have to go to the churches. You don't have to go there to campaign. You see, to campaign for them to see that, okay, you are. No. It cannot save you. Religion. No. So just like what happened in Ghana, it was the pepper that Ghanaians were feeling. It's what made them vote for the sitting president, President Mahama. It's the pepper. It was never religion. I'm speaking from a higher perspective. It was never religion. And so if somebody is having the idea that it's religion, it's because of religion. You see, you have to be wise. So you have to be wise as a leader. And don't let this religion thing, block you from seeing